Hey, this is Dr. Bill Williams. I'm a dentist in Swanee, Georgia, and we know this has been some of the strangest times that any of us have ever been through. I want to kind of make sense of some things that we can do to pull out of this situation that's going to make a huge difference in our practices as a dentist, as our professional offices, if we're a physician, a chiropractor, if we're a business guy that just works in an office somewhere. I want to try to make some sense out of things that maybe you might consider. Why would a dentist be involved in a thing like Onpassive and be a go-founder? So that's the topic that I'm talking about. It fits in with something I've been teaching for 30 years, and that's that we want multiple sources of income available to our family so that we are never caught in a situation like we just went through where we can't do our profession, where we can't do what we're trained to do for a living. You know, our careers got shut down for 7-8 weeks as dentists, and there are a lot of other professions that got shut down completely. You know, they call us non-essentials. Well, I don't know about that, but I do know that I had money coming in from other things, what a lot of people call a side gig. I call it having multiple sources of income. So recently, just as far back as the fall of 2019, I published an article in the Profitable Dentist magazine, and it was about find out why this dentist says you should have side gig or two. So that was kind of like prophetic that came out right before all the hoopla with all the virus and the shutdown and all the things that have happened recently. And so I want to address Onpassive as a way for professionals to hedge their income. Now, you can be anybody in the world and benefit, but I'm speaking particularly to doctors, lawyers, engineers, CEOs of companies. You spend a lot of time doing what you do, you're good at it, and you make good money. But sometimes things dry up unexpectedly. You could be fired from a job, you could be having a company go bankrupt. You know, my brother was the CFO of a Fortune 500 company that went bankrupt back when the big construction boom went down. The company he was with just went under because of the construction industry just plummeted with the real estate. So things can happen, and you're in a good position, but your company may not be in a good position. And so we want to talk about establishing now, in a time where it's readily available, a new source of income for you. And that source is the Onpassive residual income that comes from being a part of this IT platform called Onpassive. If you think about all the products that we normally use, like Zoom or WhatsApp, Skype, the people that build our websites, that host our websites, everything that goes in to creating the online presence of a company and online marketing of a company, the funnels, the marketing that we do on social media. If you think about all that rolled up into one company and available, that's what Onpassive is. So it's going to be rolled out very soon as a thing that you can take advantage of. And so the Go-Founders is the group of people like myself and others who are talking about that with other people. We're talking about what it is, how we can use it in our business, but also how we can take a position as a Go-Founder and be able to come up with an automatic income stream that's built monthly and residually, not on our efforts, but on the efforts of Onpassive to feed people into the company through their massive marketing effort, their technique that's going to benefit the founders. See, what we do as Go-Founders is we share this good news with our friends, and we put out the word that this is a thing you probably should look at. And we get rewarded for doing that because we're going to be the beta testers, we're going to be the early adopters, and you need early adopters to prove the product. You need early adopters to show other people that it works, and we're dedicated to doing that. And so what we have is an opportunity for a few more people to join us as founders, Go-Founders we call it, so that we can get over the hump right before launch day, which comes up very soon. There's going to be some marketing campaigns that build our group that are going to do that automatically for us that are the founders. And so I want to extend an invitation for you guys to look at this as a serious business play. And I'm a dentist. I make 6-7 figures a year take-home money from my profession, but I can see that this GoFounders and this Onpassive relationship could be bigger than the practice of dentistry, the practice of medicine, the practice of law. It could be a bigger income for those who put their effort into it. It'll be a good income for the people who don't do anything but just ride the system, because they've got a system for everybody to be a part of it. You know, I wrote a book that was an international bestseller in dentistry called The $10,000 a Day Dentist. And I wrote, what does it take to be successful so that you have a perfect day every day? And I took a number arbitrarily, at $10,000. That would be the goal I set to create that much production in our practice every day. And I would tell my staff, we can do this, and this is how we do it. And pretty soon it became a routine that we did it every day for 15 years. And so then I started teaching it to other dentists how to do the same thing. And so it occurred to me that in Onpassive, we're creating legacy income that will grow to the level equal to what somebody like myself, a dentist, makes in their production every day. You can take home $10,000 every day in Onpassive when you put the system together, when the system's fully matured. So that's the key. You got to put the principles in place, you got to let it run a while, and then that's going to be an automatic process. It was for me in my profession, it can be in your profession. And if you have the right vehicle, if you have the right system, it can happen. So I just want to invite you to get with the person who invited you to look at this video, get with the person who introduced it to you, and if you don't have a person, then you might find a link below. You can join in our group, and I would be glad to mentor you to become an Onpassive millionaire. That's what we're here for, to support and educate so that one day you don't have to go to the work, don't have to slave away at the chair, at the operating table, in front of the bar. Everything that you like about your job, you eventually get tired of it. And we're here to show you a way that you can actually retire in style. I call it finishing well. So this is Dr. Bill Williams, Suwanee, Georgia, and everybody should jump on GoFounders today before the launch, because it's coming soon, and once it does, there's no more positions available. Thank you.